Hatchet. Sing some tunes, spit some truths, and we always have a good time. Are you ready for a slice of Hatchet? Tell me what you gonna do this time. Are you ready for a slice of Hatchet? Something might make you laugh, and we always drink to life. Are you ready for a slice of Hatchet? Tell me what you gonna do this time. Wow!
All right. This is the night. This is the night. Every day is Sunday when you're unemployed. Sounds pretty good, man. I should be overjoyed. Every day is Sunday. Every day is Sunday. Every day is Sunday. Friday never comes. You think I should write a novel, maybe write some songs. Show you I'm the genius you thought I was all along. Every day is Sunday. Every day is Sunday. Every day is Sunday. Friday never comes. 'Cause you've got nothing to do but sit here staring at you, and you got nothing to say. I won't hear. You got nothing to say, so I'm just wasting away. Guess I'll go outside and do nothing. Oh, ba 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 ba. Every day is Sunday when you're unemployed. Tomorrow's Monday, and then tomorrow's Monday, and tomorrow's Monday, and tomorrow's Monday. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Slice of Hatchet on a special day in time. Oh, town, what's going down, girl? What's up, Joe? Mail. Checks in the mail. My son. Hi, guys. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Ted. Hi, Chad. Everybody's here. You found your way. It's so exciting. All right. This is it. This is the night. Well, I got ready. I got my suit to the launderers. I took it to the dry cleaners for the first time and since March. And well, this is not my suit that the laundromat decided I needed a new suit. Seriously, this isn't my suit. But the show must go on. So to whomever donated this lovely better fitting suit than I wore on the Slackers tour. I'm very grateful for it. Ken! What's up, buddy? Hey, everybody, let's give a shout out to Reverend Guitars, the company that I'm representing, and I'm so grateful for it. It matches my shirt. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked here. Today, August 28th, is the 5-year anniversary of when I had my Cinderella story of getting to play with the stalwarts, the New York City stalwarts of Jamaican rock and roll. That's it. Your favorites and mine, the Slackers. If you don't know the Slackers, you're going to know a lot about them by the end of this show, because this is like my personal Beyond the Music, which is like one part my story and one part their story. The year was 2015, and I was but a wee scrapping lassie, dragging anvils through the mud, trying to make my name in this crazy music game. That was, I always feel badly that my good fortune came at someone else's misfortune. And that was also, I'm sure this is a year that Jay Nugent doesn't like to think about, because that was the year that he had a bike accident and broke his collarbone. Yes. And honestly, when I heard that happen, I didn't think about a job. I just thought about how horrible that must be for him, because here's some behind the music stuff for you folks. Can you see my finger? Look at my finger. Look at it real close. Do you see over the right side that weird little piece of chunky? That is where I cut the tip of my finger off. That year was 2002. It was right after September 11th and the tech bust later that year. And I decided to get a job in a cafe and chopping some vegetables. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, ouch, for real. Yep, they sewed that back. It messed up my playing for years. And so I knew what it was like to get in an accident that was gonna like prevent you from doing the thing that you wanted. It was in the middle of recording my first EP. Basic tracks were over at that point. Anyways, enough about me. So anyways, it's always like this, why am I wearing a wool suit on a 92-degree day? The things I do. I'm a little glistening. I'm glistening. Anyways, I wasn't looking for a job. I was just, sending out good love vibes to my friend. And then it was Tim. Was it actually the Supernova Ska Fest? Was it a precursor festival? It was something that Tim and April Receiver were doing. I think it was technically a Supernova. Well, and I wasn't playing. I just went along for the ride. I was hanging out with Vic, hanging out with Glenn. Just little do I know that something is amiss, that they needed someone to go to Europe and play with them. And the way I found out was Marcus was about to go on stage, and he walks by and goes, "What are you doing in September?" And my brain likes to solve puzzles, so very quickly it went Europe, 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 which is always had been a long time dream of mine. And I just said, "Oh, I have a passport!" And he said, "That's good." And walked off and toddled off. I had to be cool. Bish, be cool. Be cool! And I did. So whenever this time of year when I see the Facebook pictures of things like that, like it gets me excited, and I wanted to share that. I also wanted to share that because I'd been going through, dig this. All right, I know it's backwards, but okay. First of all, let's do a little show and tell, shall we? This is the first set list that I had to play for them. These were the extra songs that I had to play at a wedding the next day. And these are all the extra songs. Yes, Craig, that was the EP that you played on. Soon, hi Tyler. The way that I like to do, I want to just like show this off because I don't think everybody gets to see these things. I went to the King Django School of Chart Making. So now I have this crazy book of all these Slackers tunes. So many tunes. So many tunes. And I don't get to use it very often, so I figured on the 5th anniversary of this happening, I would you know, go, let's play another song. Oh my gosh, I'm just talking and talking and talking, you know. One thing that I really liked, okay, so I like the spontaneity of the Slackers. I like that they don't always play the same song twice. So in that spirit, I'm going to do that. But also, I'm going to, one thing I brought to the band for sure is I brought the 3rd vocal. So here we go. New version. 1, 2, 3. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. New version, new version. Watch this. Take down, do right, stay round. I say, man, you better watch this. It's gonna make you do right. Keep you inside. Make me stay around all night. When you wanna be free. As free as the bird. Free. As free as you wanna be. Now a bee in a bird's nest never made no money, and a bird in a hive sang no song. God makes a man, man makes a money. Who am I to judge? Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Watch this. Gonna do right now. Inside, all night, free, as the birds in the trees, free, as you wanna be. I cry, but I, ooh, oh yeah. Now I'm tired in the races. So who am I to judge? Watch it, watch it, watch it. Watch it, watch it, watch it now. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Wow, wow. I know, I'm a crazy person. But, yeah. I also have to say that when I was on that tour, I had injured my voice, so hitting those high notes was little tricky for me, and I know I felt some personal disappointment. So it's nice to be able to revisit some of these tunes and be able to actually hit some of the notes again. It's nice. So this was a big gig for me. You know, like when you're a musician, you want to play the best shows with the best people. You want to play the best material in the best venues to the best crowds. And getting to play with this, that was it for me, for the Slackers. You know, great humans, incredibly talented, hardworking musicians, great songs. It was big shoes to step into. And I practiced and practiced. Yes, I'm glad everyone should be singing Vixen Glenn's parts because those are their parts. And these are my parts. Mine, my own. It's kind of fun, right? Yeah, it's kind of like a sing-along. It's always kind of like a sing-along with their stuff, right? So, anyways, I practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. And I don't think I could have done this gig without the sure and the steady, the steady faith of the unflappable Ara Babajan. It's really true. Ara is like the train conductor or the driver. He like drives the train. He doesn't take the tickets. That's Dave Hilliard. Ara drives the train, and sometimes like those Vic curves or those Glen tunnels can be like a little crazy, and like Ara keeps it on the track. He's that guy. And from the very first rehearsal, okay, the first thing all right, so I go to the rehearsal space, and like most y'all musicians are used to like really gross. This was like on the same block as the New York Times building. And I don't know about any of y'all who aren't from New York, but myself, like whenever I get to New York, I'm like, oh my God, there's no sky. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm such a kid from a hick town. Ah! And so I'm already overwhelmed. But I was like, the voice inside me that was freaking out, I was just like punching it, like, shut up, shut up, shut up. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. And the first thing we had to do at the rehearsal was, you know how the Slackers, any of y'all who go see them know how they always like to run songs together? Like they'll do like 1, 2, 3, usually on the top. And it's awesome, and it changes, and it's, you know, it's really cool. It's very pro. Well, they had 3 songs, and immediately Dave's like, okay, I want to run the mind you, I've only had this job for 2 weeks, and I already had to learn almost 30 songs. And I'm like, okay, I charted everything, but it wasn't in here yet. And so I knew going into those first 3 songs that I had a page turn. And I turned the page, but like, it wasn't like I didn't know the transition. I just couldn't turn it fast enough. And Dave was like, stop. Now we have to go back over that. And I was immediately about to like shrivel inside myself and be like, oh God, I'm never going to be able to do this. Oh God, it's going to hurt. And Ara immediately said, no, she had that. Let's do it again. I was like, it was just the page turn, I swear. And we ran it again, and it was fine. And Ara was just, whenever I like was unsure about where the pocket was, I just had to watch Ara's hi-hat. Whenever I was like, I just looked at Ara, and he would just kind of nod, like, you got this. And I'd be like, okay. So, forever love and respect. And I'll overshare a little bit. Why not? While I was on the tour, one of my bandmates died from the Scotch bonnets. That was a really rough time. And everybody played a good role for that. Dave had a big role, but we'll get to that. But while I'm on the subject of Ara was, he gave me a really good piece of advice. He said, you know, you can, you know, like, because I said I was going to stay. And I wasn't going to leave the tour because my bandmate would have wanted me to. He knew how important this was. And Ara said, you know, that first show is going to feel wrong. It's just not going to feel right. You're not going to be, because he had lost someone on the road before too. And he said, it's going to feel weird, but you just do it. And then the next one will get easier and easier and easier and easier, and eventually you'll get back into it. And that was good for me to know. So big love and respect, Ara. Anyways, lots more tunes, right? Right. Okay, technology, don't hurt me. Okay, let's see if I can do this one. Let's see, it's cursed, but I think I got it. Wait, okay, tempos. They're important. All right, here we go. They say the clothes make you the man. Soldier, why you wear your pants so tight, boots so long? Shiny bag make you strong. Get ready for a fight. In your jacket black as night. Your boots so big and tall. To get ready for a ball. Officer, put me on ease. Almost as well you keep your peace. Hold it in your long hand. You tell me you're the man. So get ready for a fight. In your jacket black as night. In your boots so big and tall. Mister, get ready for a ball. On that cold December night, too many wrongs that feel so right. Under a cold electric night, help me another bite. Just one kick and say goodnight. Your boots so big, singing your foot victory song. Ba, 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 ba. They say the clothes make the man. So just why you wear your pants so tight, your boots so long, shiny bags don't make you strong. Get ready, your jacket black as night, jacket black as night, oh jacket black as night. Ooh, Woo! All right. Ha ha! The curse of TJ did not befall me! As they say in the movies, I am no man. I am a nerd. All right. In honor of Mr. Hilliard, right about now, I want you to raise your bottles, cups, glasses, and cans. And let's have a good old-fashioned Hatchet Compound social to life. To Friday and the weekend. To all my friends hanging out tonight. And, of course, to the slackers. I think I'm going to go over by just a little bit. Dave Hilliard doesn't really smoke it for me when my bandmate died. That's a sign of a real friend. You know what I mean? I tried to work out some technology so you guys could see some pictures, but I couldn't figure out technology. You were listening. Of course. Anyways, I tried to, so I could show you some pictures and stuff, but I couldn't get my technology working. But what I wanted to show you, what was I guess one of the best things about being on tour with the Slackers was that because they've gone, especially in Europe, is because they've gone there so many times for so long, they know all the cool spots. So, you know, if your band's on tour for the first time in a new place, like, you don't really know like where to go. I mean, you can kind of find your way, but they just know. And it was awesome. I'd just be the tag along, like, oh, hey Vic, you're going downtown in Vienna on the subway. Can I just come with you? I need to go to the drugstore, yeah. And so we just kind of go. Or Glenn was really fun to be on tour with because Glenn was excited to have a friend to go adventuring with. So he was like, oh, Kristen, we're going to go on adventures. He was like that. He was bouncing with shoulders and everything. And I was like, yes, buddy, we're going. So we had some good adventuring, particularly in like Nottingham and Slovenia. He found fun adventure. We did a lot of adventuring, and that was really fun. We all consumed lots of great beer. There was debauchery. There was all kinds of things. I discovered like my superpower of being able to version songs with the Slackers. That's definitely something I didn't know how to do before then. Right? All right. I'm cheating. I know, I'm using the book. But I don't get to use this. I mean, like, what am I going to do with this? Like, sell it? No. You know, I'm not going to sell it. This is my book. So, I use it very often. So, you know, might as well just use the book. All right. Yes. I guess I'm going to play one more song. Man, for once, a half an hour feels really short. So I have so much, you know, I've had a lot of anxiety because I just wanted to do it so well because I'm so grateful for what the opportunity to play with the Slackers was like. Actually, I got one more story and then I'll play the song because we want to go out on a big ending, and then I'll tell you about the first show, which was tonight. It was in Denver at the Bluebird. Yes, this made a lot of sense. We went to Denver and then we went to play a wedding in Colorado Springs, somewhere else at a resort called the Broadmoor. I felt like I was suddenly in Switzerland. It was so posh. There was a chandelier in the bedroom. And then we flew to Brussels. But, you know, I was excited. I was nervous. I was excited the Dendrites opened. Their drummer, Nick, oh my God, my brain is farting on me right now. It's going to come to me in like 2 minutes. At Colorado Springs, thank you. Nick Doland plays drums in the Dendrites, and he had turned up at a holiday party that I'd held, and that's another story. That was a good time. So I knew him, and the Bluebird is a lovely venue, and I was all excited, and you know, we play, and everything seems to be going okay. There's the little break in the set, if you're used to Slacker sets, where like Vic and Dave will do a song together. The other guys go backstage. I went backstage. I'm like, how am I doing? And I looked, and my vintage blouse, the buttons had broken, and like my I still think I still had on my jacket, but like my boobs were definitely hanging out. I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying. I was like, oh my God. If I can do that, then maybe I can get through this. Oh my God. It was like that. And anyway, so the rest of the show went pretty well. And then we came out for the encore, which I believe was Wasted Days that night. That was the first encore. And we came out and we start playing, like, you know, guitar and drums and bass kind of start. And then Vic came out to play keys. And like, I can see Dave is still kind of Glenn and everything, and I see Vic just kind of start doing this. And I know pretty quickly from playing with Pablo, oh, that organ's not working. I knew. I was like, oh dear. And then immediately was like, okay, keep that rhythm really steady, Kristen, because you're the only one holding the stank now. And so I did that. And Vic likes to dance. So he was fine to just kind of sing and dance. And I'd mentioned to him the night before that a good friend of mine had a concert. And so he versioned into Jump, you know, from the song. And And I can tell he's like, something's gotta happen because the keyboard's not working. And I can tell that the energy is dropping and and he's just like, hey, who's got something? Who's got something? Who's got, Glenn, have you got something? Who's got something? And I knew, I was like, if you're doing jump, I can do feel like jumping. And so I was just like, hey, Glenn, but I never gone there. So I just went, hey, Vic, I got something. Oh, Kristen, you got something? Yeah, I got something. And I went into it, and it was, oh, Denver, you're wonderful people. You knew. And it was just like, I started singing it, and people started just cheering immediately. And it was like you could feel the rush of energy coming back. And then Dave Hilliard jumped on the horn head at the end, and we all kind of knew at that moment, we're like, this is going to be a good tour. This is going to be good. And so it went like that a lot, and it was a lot of fun. And there was a lot of shenanigans, and there was a lot of just fun. You never know how it's going to go when you got to get a sub, and they got me, and we had a great time. And I'm so grateful always. No, that's there. Okay, one more tune, and then I'm going to take off a wool suit at a 90-degree. It's beginning to smell a lot like a ska show in my living room. Oh man, I guess the theme of this show is nostalgia, and it can be a good thing. You know, you can look at some of these memories on Facebook right now and just be like, last year I was doing this, and 2 years ago I was doing this, and this year I'm here in my house, and it's like, don't think of it like that. Think of it like, we're gonna get back there. Okay, hold on to these memories because they make you feel good. They're not supposed to make you feel bad about your present. And so we're going to rebroadcast this. We're going to do a watch party on Sunday with this episode. And future me is going to be in an undisclosed location. So if you're watching this on Sunday, you will know where future me is right now. If you're watching this now, you're going to have to time travel into the future with me to know about that. See, that's another thing that we're getting out of all this time travel. It's possible in the virtual world. What does that even mean? Trusted you, and you trusted you. He turned on. I woke up this morning and I saw a fool. You can play a man once, and he's still no fool, still no fool. Still no fool. If you play him twice and trusted you thrice, he's a fool, he's a fool, he's a fool. Now who's the fool? Who's the fool who trusted you? Who's the fool? Who's the fool? Who's the fool? Hey! 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 Chica! Yours was like a fantasy land. Like you hear about this legendary place, and then you're there, and it happens to be Oktoberfest, and so like the whole tour, you've been wearing this dirndl. Do people know? You know the Swiss Miss girl, that little outfit she wears. That's a dirndl. I learned early on that trip by all the guys in the Slackers. They're like, "Oh, Kristen, forget about lingerie. It's the dirndl. That is the sexiest thing that a woman can wear. And any woman can wear it. A young girl, an old lady, everyone in between, thin girls, big girls, all girls can look great in a dirndl." And I'm like, really? And then there was a day. You guessed it, I was drunk. And I went to the store and they had dirndls for sale for like 40 euros. And I was like, I need to buy a dirndl. I think it'll be sexy. And Vic had bought a lederhosen, so we decided to one last hurrah in our traditional garb. And some guy in the audience kept yelling, I think his name was Frank, he kept yelling, "Heidi! Heidi!" Because I had 2 braids that day. And Jesse Wagner was there. That was another classic Slacker moment where they were like, "You can learn this, Kristen. You can learn this song right on stage. You can do it. You'll just learn the song. It's easy. You got it." I'm like, I don't know this song. I've never heard this song. That's okay. You got it. That happened a few times. So anyways, all right. That was fun. I was really nervous because I didn't want to fuck it up for the Slackers. Whatever. I said way worse things than that. Have a great weekend, y'all. Enjoy. There's a ska fest. There's a ska for quarantine. I'm not playing it, but there is another ska fest. So go search your feed. I'm sure you can find a lot of. Vic is playing it, and a lot of our other friends are playing it, and you should watch that and do all kinds of fun stuff this weekend. I will be coming to you from an undisclosed location for our watch party later. All right. Love y'all. And I'll see you soon. Bye.